I've watched a number of people who have now done that. I followed such and such's tutorial, loads of them going around, and this is not uncommon, to be fair. A lot of people copy other people's looks and then kind of post a video, but they don't necessarily follow along with that video in their video, so that's the new concept of it. And I wanted to do a look that I had actually decided way back when it came out that I did want to recreate, and then I never got around to it, so I thought this is the perfect time. And when I watched the video back, I realised I actually had quite a few of the products that we used in the video. Now let me explain why I've picked the person that I've picked. I picked them for a number of reasons. One, I love them and I really admire them. I think they're incredibly talented, and I've followed them for years upon years upon years. Way back when they were sitting on their bed doing their videos. I think they're incredibly talented, but I also feel like they have the same shaped face as I do and the same sort of skin colour. And we don't have the same sort of eye shape or anything like that. We don't look alike at all. But because we have the same shaped face, I thought that that would be really quite good. But also the tutorial itself was something a little bit different. It's not just a standard makeup tutorial. It was actually from their like Halloween series. Now it's not anything really gory or really out there, but it's something that I just thought I really like that and I want to do it. I thought it was just a really nice, quite glam look really. So without further ado, here is who I am going to be. Matthew tonight I'm going to be. Only the UK people of around my age will get that reference. But yeah, today I am actually going to be following Nikkietutorials, and I'm going to be trying to recreate, by following her, the Vampire Princess tutorial. Now the only thing is that actually a few things happen off camera. So brows happen off camera, a few products aren't actually mentioned completely, and then not mentioned in a product list. But I do have them, and we'll discuss that as we go along. So I'm probably going to do the brows off camera pretty much as she did, but we'll see. We'll just kind of play it by ear. I'm going to put Nikki on and I'm going to attempt to follow along. So stick with me if you want to see how this turns out. I don't know if I could do this, guys. Today I'm going to use the Monu Skin Perfector. I actually got this in a glossy box. It makes your skin nice and moisturised, but it also gives that kind of sticky feeling, which is really great when you're applying quite a full coverage foundation on the top.
For foundation today, I'm going to be mixing, as always. I'm going to be going in with my all-time favorite Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear, and a new launch right here. This is by Jouer.
I don't have either of those, but I know she's going for a very full coverage finish. So I picked these two high street foundations. I've gone for L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover, and I'm going to mix that with the Flawless Matte Foundation by B. This could go very wrong. I've not actually mixed two foundations together before. I have mixed like tint and moisturisers together to get a right shade, but never an actual foundation. And I normally use a brush, like a flat top kabuki or something, to put my foundation on, but Nikki always uses a beauty blender. So I am going to do what Nikki does.
Has so much coverage as some might want it to, but I definitely wanted to make a good mix of wearable glam, scary, frightening. I wanted to mix
this is very scary and frightening.
So we're starting off with something a little bit more glam, of course, inspired by Juliana and satiny. It lasts so much longer. I love full glam so much. Concealer, I'm just going to start buffing in.
No. Okay, Nikki is ahead of me. So I am just going to try and quickly catch up. Now I'm moving on to concealing. Now Nikki doesn't actually mention what she's using here, but in her list she does say she uses the NARS concealer. I am dying to try the NARS concealer, but it's a little out of budget at the moment. So I was going to use the L'Oreal Infallible concealer in light, but to be honest, for under the eyes it's not quite light enough. So I'm actually going to use the Urban Decay one. I use it in Fair Neutral, and as you can see it is well loved. And I'm going to use the Sigma Conceal Kabuki brush to apply it, because she uses a brush. And I would normally just pop it on and then I would use a brush, but she's actually applying it with the brush.
I found it to be too dry for my skin. My under eyes looked cracky and just not in a good way. So it was time for me to say goodbye and move on with my life. So I am trying out a bunch of stuff to see if anything will give me the pleasure of Shape Tape. And yes, I'm talking about Shape Tape. This could be a Halloween.
Okay, next we're going to apply the powder under the eyes to set the concealer. I don't have the Maybelline I can't get the lid off this.
Do you want some help?
Can you get the lid off that? This tutorial's a disaster. I do have the Vichy Dermablend, which I absolutely love, and it's very finely milled. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Nikkie's method, using the still slightly damp beauty blender, and I'm going to fearfully apply this under the eyes, because I've never applied powder with a slightly damp beauty blender before.
Setting my under eyes using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder in number 5.
It's happening. Okay.
Now, like I said, this is full coverage Halloween scary glam. So I'm now going to set my face using some Coty Airspun and my damp sponge. I really press it in there.
Ooh.
And if you're looking for a trick to make your base last all day long, grab a damp sponge like this one and apply your face powder with it like that.
Okay, top tip everybody. I'm applying the Coty Airspun in translucent extra coverage, but I've never used it again with a damp sponge before. But if Nikki does it, I trust Nikki. Oh.
This will bake your face. It's such a flawless way. It gets rid of the appearance of pores. It's everything you want.
Okay. I feel so powdery right now. I mean, I know that I have applied quite a bit there, but I mean, I'm not gonna lie that I wouldn't say flawless. I don't think that I can ever achieve flawless. But it definitely does give you a smoother finish. Nikki is moving on to eyes now. And I think she did her brows. So I'll quickly do my brows and then we'll move on to eyes. Nikki is using a NYX eye base, which is a liquid one. I don't have that. Okay, I've actually moved to the Illamasqua Shade Stick in white, which has definitely applied a lot better. Put Take Out Eyeshadow by Taco over the top. The brush method did not work, so I have improvised, and I've got this little piece of Brillo pad, and I have basically pulled some of the fibres, and I'm actually going to use instead, I'm going to give this a go, it's the Makeup Forever Aqua XL, and I'm going to have to work pretty quickly with it, I think.
Paint on that sponge.
So I'm going to
stipple the blood onto my lid and kind of work it out gradually, like a smoky eye.
Okay. She kind of concentrates it like as you would a smoky eye, a bit heavier on the outer eye corner, and then a little lighter going in. Okay, that is not ideal, but I'm going to be honest, that is what I am working with today, and I don't think it's too bad. It's not as great as hers, but I don't have the right sponge, unfortunately. I'm not going to do any more with that because, you know, I don't want to smudge it too much. But it looks like blood splatter, kind of. Okay, Nikki's doing a wing. I'm not good at wings. I'm going to use Freedom's gel liner, which I got in one of the Halloween kits, in this red shade, and we are going to try to create a wing. Everybody buckle yourself in and get ready, because I don't do wings. I'm not good at them. But there's a little bit of a line there, so I am going to cheat and follow it. Now we're going to go into Saharan 2. And I have it. She uses this colour here. Okay, so this is what we have so far. Okay, and not too shabby. Not like Nikkies, but still. Now, the next thing she does is, because she is extra, she did say you could leave it like this, but she goes in with a black. So I'm going to look and see what she does there. She doesn't say what she uses.
Scattered eye. So I really want the blood to be part of the smoky eye. So I'm going in with black shadow and really diffusing the outer corners.
And she kind of goes up from there. So she does that, and then she goes back into the Saharan, into that red, and then she adds that in there as well. I'll be honest, I don't think that that is like quite like what she's going on there.
And now we're going to focus on the lower lash line.
The lower lash line.
Basically, I'm going to take this color right here. So it's a mixture of that red color and the black, and put it on the outer corners of my lower lash line.
Okay. Okay, she seems to come about halfway in. So I'm just going to use the same line as I've got up here and just try to kind of bring that here. Oh, it's questionable, but that is my take on that. And then she uses a light pink in the waterline, and I did have a light pink, but for the life of me can't find it, because you know. I'm going to use this white eyeliner by Decay. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to do lashes off camera because
finish, all you'll need is some lashes, and these are the Flutter Lashes in Intoxicating.
I can't quite believe that I have lashes on. They're not on amazingly. These are slightly coming off, but we're just gonna go with it.
I am living. It is a classic
I am not living.
Cat smoky eye, but with blood. So now I'm gonna bronze using. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Adding some bronze because we're not a ghost.
Okay, we're gonna bronze. Ooh.
But with blood. So now
okay. Bronze, she uses Hoola Light.
Adding some bronze.
So, and she uses the brush.
Not a ghost. I look like a ghost right now, but we're not a ghost. We're going for glam.
Okay. She just concentrates it on the contour area.
For blush, I'm going to go for something nice and pink. This is the Sigma Lady Slipper Aura Powder.
I feel like this is in because she edits it so well, so that you're not sitting there for hours. She just does this. Yeah, you can't keep up quite. I'm not a huge fan of this bronzer, but that is what she did, and yes, it definitely needs some carving or something. It needs something. And she applied Sigma's Lady Slipper Aura Powder. I do have that. But this is so pretty, and like I said, it's really quite buildable.
You know what? Let's carve out that cheek a little bit while we're at it. And for highlighter, I also want to go a little bit more on the pinky side.
Okay, so now we're taking off the bake. Okay, that is the highlight, maybe a little excessive. I don't have the lip colour, but I do have these two colours from Colourpop and Beauty Bakery. I'm going to attempt to mix the two of them together, and I may live to regret this one, but we're going to give it a go. Okay, so I've got that on. I'm going to let that dry, and then we're going to go over it with an Urban Decay eyeliner in the colour Sabbath, which is a darker blue, and I think it'll go over quite nicely, but I'm going to let that dry first. I think that blue is a lot better. And that wasn't too bad. I just put like a circle with the applicator and then pulled up one corner.
So here we have.
Okay, I need that to dry before I put the white on, and she's put this choker on. I don't have a choker like that, but I did put on my red cardigan.
Halloween day one, this glam.
Oh, wait. I didn't set it with some setting spray.
And that, guys, concludes.
She doesn't set it.
That, guys, concludes Halloween day one. This glam vampire princess or queen makeup look with blood
spraying in a slightly Nikkie fashion there. That is the finished look. I like the lips. I'm not a massive fan of the Hoola light on me as such, but I think it came out okay, and the blush looks okay, and the highlight. The eyes, a little messy. I'm not gonna deny. There is some pink leakage here. I don't know how I could prevent that. I might even comment on the video and see if I can get some feedback off Nikki about that. It's probably the products that I've used more than anything. She did use like Marc Jacobs stuff, and I think that probably, maybe it sets a bit better. But close up, I've got lashes on. I mean, I say that in a loose sense because, I don't know, I mean, they're attached. I can't believe I have lashes on. But that is the finished look. I accidentally put this on the wrong side. I can't believe it. It should have been on this side. Never mind. It's still a drop. But yes. And I do love pressing that powder in that way. It has made a huge difference. It did even out some of my texture and pores, so I will definitely take that forward in the future. That's something that I've learned from following this tutorial. You watch tutorials sometimes, you know, sit in bed and watch tutorials, and then you think, oh, I really want to do that, but then by the time you come to do it, you remember what colours were used and kind of like the eye look, but you don't necessarily remember the techniques. And I think following along with the tutorial, you definitely apply the techniques a lot better. You actually try to put the techniques in place, and I think I found something that I really like. And I am really pleased with myself, actually. It is not perfect. The pink is bleeding. I don't know what to do about that. But other than that, the wing is not too bad, and I like the blood splatter, and I just overall think it's a really nice look. So let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, thank you very much for watching as always.
Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, especially if you watching, and I cannot wait to see you on the next one. Bye.
Bye. Right, you ready?
Yes!
Right. Everybody quiet.
Action.
Silence.
Action.
Get the clapperboard, Tony, out.
Okay.
Ready?
As if I'm not nervous enough about this video.
What are you nervous about it?
Because it's copying Nikkietutorials and she's a god. Right.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to get up. I can't speak now. My husband's just... Right.